Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams looking for a man. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Evans. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Green. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Coleman. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Jukes his way for more. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He leaves it with his back. He breaks a tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll try the run. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they do on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires deep on the run. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Casper. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Evans.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl. Try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams will pass. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Right on target this time. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have save the touchdown. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Trying to bull his way out. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feeler. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Oh my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Casper. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Hughes. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The run to the left. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end, getting that sack.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Green. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They'll immediately call timeout. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Here comes the heat. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Moore to the air. They've got the screen set up. Makes one man miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David. So that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has picked it up, playing with so much better emotion. Another sack. Great job. This team, they're on a run. Everything going in their direction. They got to get off the field on this possession.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They go to the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Williams will pass. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Huskies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Casper. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense
breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Williams looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Hunt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So we open the final period with a third down play. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Hughes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams will pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The inside handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Trying play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moore will throw. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to fire deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. We are all tied up here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the Game now tied because of his foot.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the lone running back. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the ground, he's got it again. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Look out, he's got room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Garcia. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Lost to throw again. It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Fires on the move. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Huskies come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. Safe completion on the screen.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the left. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the Ducks have a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Moore will throw. Finds his back in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They'll go to the air on second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garcia. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And he missed it. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Washington! They jump on top here in OT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A fourth down stop seals it in overtime. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollock and